Purple belt move for the purple belt test. Armbar from back control, yeah? So in the gi, outside the gi, it's going to be very similar, okay? We have our seat belt position. We get a cross collar grip. Let's say we're able to get this grip, okay? He's going to be bringing his hands up to defend it. It's very common. So if I want to hit the armbar here, especially if he brings a good trigger for me to try to hit the armbar, is if when he brings his hand up to fight it, he's got his elbow kind of high. All right, if he makes the mistake of bringing his hand up, some guys will even do this with the thumb in. Switch, yeah, to push down like that, and they'll bring their elbow up. So don't do that, right? That's a mistake because it makes it easier for me to jack this arm up, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take this hand, which you would usually have controlling here if I was going for the choke, trying to pull this down so I could pin it. If he brings his thumb up, gets his thumb in, elbow high, I'm going to let go, cup the shoulder, and then I'm going to sit out kind of like I'm looking to do a bow and arrow. Take my foot off, switch my foot across his hip, okay? And I'm going to loosen this collar grip so that as I sit back, I could pop his head out. He's going to want to pop his head out anyways, and I'm just going to let him do it, right? And then I'm going to bring this arm to me as I sit sideways, push his head away now with this grip, and throw my leg over. Army bar. Okay, so ideally, if you've got this position, look for the choke. You can hit the choke without giving up position. If it fails, you reset, right, and you're still in a good place. But if you get this here, and he's defending him properly, and you're not going to get the choke, go for the armbar. Bring the arm up, cup the shoulder, foot across his waist. So this foot goes to his hip. This foot goes across his waist like a seatbelt. Then as I sit out, I'm sitting at an angle. I'm going to loosen my grip a little so that his head could pop out. And as it pops out, look, I'm bringing this arm up to my head. Leg goes up. I'm using this hand here to shove his head away. And then you fall back into a straight arm lock. Same thing other side. We're here. We get the collar grip. He brings the hands up. I trap, foot on the hip, bringing it over. Loosen the grip a little bit so that as he falls back, my elbow comes up. Sorry. Yeah, you can choke him while you're doing it too, guys. Okay, as he falls back, arm comes out, head pops out, leg comes over, and we end up in there. What's that? Yeah, I mean, anytime you're leaning back like that, if you've got a good bite on his collar, because I mean, what are we doing here? This is basically a bow and arrow, right? It's the start of a bow and arrow, so that's an option from there too. So we get to here, he brings his hand up, thumb down maybe, trap, foot across, foot on the hip. As we lean back, we pop the arm out, swing the leg over the head, arm bar, okay? Well, it's not really what we're doing today, but bow and arrow, you just get the cross collar grip, right? And I say the footwork stays the same. Foot on the hip, foot comes across, pointing towards my elbow. Grab the pants, right? And we sit, right? So it's very similar. There's actually an arm bar from here where we go to here. And he starts bringing his head out, and his head pops. And I go to the arm bar. So this is almost the same move. We're just cutting out the middleman and going straight to the arm bar. Okay? Any questions? Let's run it. 1, 2, 3.